Hello, welcome back to the channel. We are having a normal day today. We are not in the world of bodybuilding and we are going to act like normal people. So I am a little bit tired today just because we just had all of Chris's friends in town this weekend. It was one of his friends' birthdays and then a couple of them also went to the Chris Brown concert that was here. So I'm a little tired coming off of that, but it was a very, very fun weekend. We went out. I went to Zouk nightclub for the first time, so that was exciting. I've heard a lot about it, but I'd never been, and then it just so happened that we were able to go. We went and visited Marta at Resorts World, so that was really fun too. Last time I went to Resorts World was when I competed at Amateur Olympia last year, so it was fun to experience it as a normal person, so that was very fun. What else did we do? Oh, we went ATVing. Such a fun experience. I actually took lots of footage for that because I wanted you guys to come along with me and just to see how much fun it is. So I'll let you guys view that right now and then we'll come back and finish what I'm gonna say to you guys. All right, good morning. We are on our way to go ATVing. Chris has some friends in town and we got this set up so that we could go have some fun. So it's about an hour away. Are you excited to go ATVing?
Yeah, I'm excited to go ATVing. I've been wanting to go ATVing here for a minute, so it's cool to get that scratched off the bucket list and doing it with my best friends. So it's gonna be fun.
Last night, we went to the club. We went to the club. In the club, we all fams. Yeah, we did that last night. We went to Zouk nightclub for the first time, so that was fun. We got ourselves a little table. I schmoozed us into a table, and yeah, we had a great time. We went on the dance floor. The music was good. The vibes were good. Chris's friend's birthday was on Wednesday, and so we celebrated him, and that was a great time. So yeah, now we are having an active day, and I'm excited for that. So stay tuned. So last time Chris and I went ATVing together was in Denver, Colorado, like 2 years ago, right? Yeah, like 2 years ago. And this trip to Denver, I'll have to tell the story at some point because that was a dumpster fire. However, we went on this ATV tour, whatever, and we were waiting for other people to join in our tour, and these two like older guys joined us right before we were about to start, and they were in just like normal people clothes, whatever. So at first it looked very weird. Older guy gets on, he's riding, we're having a great time, we're going through the journey, and then we get to this part of the tour where the guy like kind of lets us have fun, like going up and like kind of in a little circle, like up a hill and around, just so you can have some fun, maybe drift a little, like go through a puddle or something like that. We are doing that, and Chris and I are on this side of the circle, and the old guy's like coming around the bend on the other side of the circle. This guy goes and like just clearly doesn't know in the moment where the brake is or where the accelerator is or whatnot, and he was starting to fall off the ATV, and he goes to like put his foot down to try to like stop the ATV from going, and yeah, he fell down and he got injured, and he had to get like escorted back to the start of the ATV tour. So here's to hoping nothing happens on this ATV tour, because I don't know if I can handle another injury-prone ATV tour. How about you? We're just out in a little country with horses and grass. There's grass in Nevada. All right, we're locked and loaded. I gotta put this mask on, but I was a little claustrophobic for a second.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking?
What's going on?
What are you guys thinking?
Vegas.
How's it going?
Trying to get my homies to move out here.
Yeah, we're trying to get us out of here. Let's see about that.
It's cool.
It's cool though. We're out here in nature.
Yep,
Yeah,
we are. We're out here in nature.
out here in nature and shit.
Doing
That's how
adventurous
people be hungry and shit, though.
adrenaline stuff.
Yep.
Holidays and nobles.
Wow.
Yeah, I was checked up.
You guys are getting featured. I'm like, yup.
This is great.
Alright, we're done with our little break. And now, we're done with our little break. And now we're going to get on part 2. That's fun. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
That sun is hot on my arm. Alright, let me wipe my dust mustache off. But we just finished the ATV ride and it was very fun. We had a great time. And now we're about to head on back into Las Vegas. We're an hour outside of Las Vegas right now, but it's a great time. We're in this like little country. There's horses and just a lot of great stuff.
Hit that bitch on the way back. Hey, 60 on the way back.
Yeah, get on the car.
He's having so much fun, bro. We was drifting on them, what the
Nah,
fuck?
man, you know, you don't stand there.
Nah, you don't
Nah,
understand.
man.
You don't have to rush, just stand up on that motherfucker.
Tell me about it. So how did you think?
It was fun.
Fun?
Great time.
Fun?
Shit.
I'll do it again.
Yeah, I did.
I would recommend it to people.
Oh, I would
I
recommend.
don't know about the other,
I don't know what's kind of
this one seems like they got like Snoop Dogg showing the wall, like Joe Gotti and shit.
Oh, wow. Success?
Success.
All right. But now we are going to actually do some baking. We're going to turn this into Maya's baking show because I have some leftover bananas that are bad and I don't want to throw them away. So we're just going to make some banana bread muffins, and Chris voted to make the mini ones. So we're going to make dangerous little mini banana bread muffins. And while I'm doing that, I saw that I had some questions on my YouTube. So I'm going to answer some of those questions and also just kind of talk to you guys a little bit more about me and about my journey, about my life a little bit. I think I've actually said this in quite a few videos that I have done a really bad job of introducing myself to you guys and just letting you in on who I am, what I do, what got me into bodybuilding, what I do for work, and kind of like just the behind the scenes. So we'll take some time to do that while I'm making these muffins. So gotta look up a recipe real quick because I'm no baker. And yeah, we'll start the baking process. We're gonna do this easy banana bread recipe because nobody needs anything crazy. So it should be pretty good. It says prep time is 10 minutes, total time is 25 minutes. Easy. I got 25 minutes. Because I got this new shirt. Oh, I was gonna ask you guys, ask my followers, should I create an Amazon storefront? Because a lot of my stuff is from Amazon. Check the fit. Baking with Maya and my smiley face slippers. Do I? Do I still have something? Baking with me in off season. Hello. I do genuinely, like what I said in that last video, I do genuinely like feel good about where I'm at in off season, but I am like pleasantly surprised every time I wake up because I'm like, I feel like I should be. Last time, at this point, last off season, I was far gone. I was like 20 pounds, 25 pounds overweight within like 2 weeks. Like I was prepping for 2 years and I was in such a deficit. Again, should not have competed at Amateur Olympia, but I did. And so my body was just like run down. Amateur Olympia was on my birthday. So I went to dinner and then went off the rails basically after that. And it was just like, I just was doing it because I felt so exhausted and I was over it. I was over competing. I was over putting my body through it, just over like being in prep for so long, and just felt like I needed to just let myself live and exist and all the things. So I did that and I did it wrong. I didn't do cardio. I didn't do any workouts. I just kind of like stopped cold turkey bodybuilding. This time it was like, did my fasted cardio the next, right after the show, like came home, did everything. Like I went right back into normal schedule. I wasn't going as hard. Like I gave myself some rest days, but like I've been on my stuff, you know? And like, I think it's also, I just feel this time around a lot less pressure, I guess, to just live. Like I'm allowed to live, and I feel more, I don't want to use the word safe, but at the same time, like I do feel safer just being able to be like, yeah, I didn't eat 100% on my plan, or like being more honest, I guess. Like just felt like I'm in a much healthier team and environment to be able to live. And maybe that's why I'm still on track. I keep saying like I am giving myself grace to like live, but like I like working out, and like I'm doing it because I'm enjoying it, not because I feel like I'm being forced to or like trying to do whatever, you know, like feels like it's my idea voluntarily, which is making me more likely to do it. And then our bananas. I have a lot. I could make a lot. Like, this is a lot. I get bananas on for meal 4 in my pre-workout, and clearly I just buy an abundance of bananas and don't eat them, but I also have many more rest days than I think now. It's like train, rest, train, rest, train. Like it's like so random. I don't know, whatever. Okay, don't judge me, all right? I'm making banana bread. I'm putting use to my bananas, so it's not a waste of money. Butter, egg. Egg, butter. Put that there. Okay. Preheat your oven to 350. I'm gonna mess up the ingredients if I try to talk and measure at the same time, but maybe I can try. Oh, it's right in front of my face. Great. I think I just scratched my face with my nail. Okay. Butter into the mashed bananas. Let me put these nasty bananas in here. I can just see the mashed banana getting into my nails, and that's just disgusting. I have all these gloves because of the amount of raw meat I deal with, and because also in my prep, I was eating that like salmon tartare, whatever, and like the Atlantic salmon, whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it would get all in my nails all the time, so I would eat my meal with gloves on. Okay. I wonder if I have chocolate chips. That would be good. But there's no chocolate chip that is safe in this house, and it's not because of me. Christian is a chocolate fiend, and ain't nothing chocolate safe around him. So I hide them in plain sight, and then he can't find them. And then I whip out the chocolate chips and I'll be eating. He's like, "Where? We've had chocolate chips this whole time." I'm like, "Yeah, they've been literally in front of you." It's like, have you seen those memes that it's like hide the ketchup and like in plain sight, and your husband won't be able to find it? That's how it goes usually. These manners up a little bit. Nanners. Get your mind out of the gutter, young lady. We're making, this is for kids. This show is made for children. So I realized that I thought that question on YouTube was like, is this appropriate for kids? Like I didn't think it meant like, did you specifically make this video for a child? I thought it meant like, is this kid friendly? Like, is there a lot of swearing or profanity or whatever? So I would always click off, yeah, it's made for kids. And then I think Chelsea went to go watch one of the videos. She's like, I can't comment on anything. And I'm like, you gotta be joking me. And I looked on it, and it's because I clicked off on all my videos, yes, made for kids. And so I unclicked that, and now people can comment. So go comment on all my stuff now, guys, because all of it's Open for commenting. This whole stick is half a cup.
Half a cup.
I used to think like this was 1 cup, but that's how much I bake. And then and microwave the butter. All right, so we'll let that melt and then add the sugar, egg, and vanilla. Where did it say vanilla extract? How much vanilla extract do I use? Doesn't even say. So we're gonna have to weigh it. Sugar, egg, and vanilla. 1 cup sugar. That's a lot. This is gonna take forever. I should just open this. There we go. I feel like I should do this in a bigger bowl. I'm just gonna put that there because I'm scared. Butter into mashed bananas. I should have opened all this. This is why cooking shows go so seamlessly, because everything's already ready. And I'm doing this real time with you. I know, but I'm... Okay. It's baking at home. Who's eating it? Me. So whatever. A whisk. Salt. See, they didn't even say salt in this. I'm definitely going to mess it up if I put salt Free Willy in there. This is giving me anxiety. I thought baking was supposed to be calming. I don't know how much salt to put in. But how do my shoulders look when I'm doing that?
Strange.
Okay. Maybe I should bake more during prep as like a little shoulder burnout. Well, found your trick, Marta. I would never be able to get through a prep if I was baking like this. Oh my God, we'd never get there. I'd be like, let me just taste a little bit. Making sure this is baking soda. Salt. Is half a teaspoon too much salt, do you think? It feels like that might be salty, but whatever. We confirmed it is half a teaspoon. I did not ruin it. Well, I didn't do it yet, but I wasn't going to ruin it if I didn't check. Scary. Okay, that's in there. One seems like a lot. Whatever. Great. And turn it into a little baby, like dough, I feel like. I'm losing ingredients. I don't want to dirty any more dishes. I'm exhausted. Okay, now pour the batter into the loaf. 50 minutes? I thought this said 25 minutes total. This recipe, don't go to it. It's lies. Leave stuff out, it's deceiving. Wow, this is thick. It's thick. It's so thick. I think I'm gonna have, well, actually I don't know for sure, but I'll probably have extras that I'll have to put in the big normal size one. Marta, if you're watching this, I applaud you for having the patience to bake
because I already am over it. I'm not even done putting it in the dang tray. Well, as long as I remember this thought right now that baking is annoying, at least I won't have any cravings to bake later in, life. Usually I just pour the banana bread into like the banana bread loaf tin and it's easy peasy. But we decided to be bougie. Could I have made healthier protein banana bread? Yeah, I could have, but I didn't because we're in off season and I just didn't want to, okay? Tell me why I'm like out of breath and I haven't done it. I think I'm stressing myself out. Relax, Maya. It's just a muffin. We'll see how those bake. A little messy, but... Oh my gosh, we're almost done, I swear. Okay. That'll have to do. All right, bake for 50 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. This banana bread makes for a great breakfast or snack. Noted. All right. 4 hours later, I'm just joking. 4 hours later though, for real, we're done. Now I can clean up my mess. And then we can chat. We can have a little chitty chat. Look, they're already like rising. Have you recorded that? Look, I just think this entire recipe was wrong, okay? I'm gonna make my own and upload it on Pinterest. You know what? If you are interested though, in the recipe, we'll put it in the description. And we'll include the amount of salt we used and the amount, actually I don't know how much vanilla extract I used. I kind of just wung it. We'll put it in the description below. Okay. I guess we can chat now. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's have a talk. So someone asked me, what inspired you to compete? And also, what are your current goals? So this was my third season competing. And originally, I just started to compete because I wanted to see like what was that next step. I'd always been working out and always been active. I've danced growing up and into high school and into college and doing everything like that. But once I got out of college, I did like boxing, kickboxing, got into that world, did some sparring, got into like the MMA world a little bit. And that was really fun. I got a huge concussion and I stopped because I'm in corporate and I was like, I need my brain. I can't be getting concussed and expect to do well at my job. So I stopped doing that. And then I moved to Nashville. And when I started at Nashville, I was doing mitt work and everything like that and like getting into fitness still. But then I'm like, I'm working out all the time and I'm training all the time. Like for the amount, like I did a Squat-tober, if anybody's familiar with that. Like I was doing all these workouts and I'm like, why am I not seeing the results that I should be seeing? It's not that I wasn't seeing any results. I just was still, I wasn't lean. I wasn't leaning out for how much I was training. And what I didn't know at the time was that I didn't know macros, I guess, at the time. It was more so I knew you had to eat clean and be able to fuel your body. So I would carb up, not like crazy, but like have carbs the day before I knew I was going to do something heavy leg wise and like things like that, just so I could be ready. So because I had been training for so long and wasn't seeing any results, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just going to compete. I think I'm going to try. At first, it was kind of like I might just go through the process of competing just to get my body somewhere. And then who knows if I'll even step on stage, but I kind of just want to go through it to see what my body might look like what my potential physique could be. So I got a coach at that time. I had a trainer at the gym and we kind of started the process. So then I decided, okay, I'm going to compete. This was in like November of whatever year that is. I want to say like 2022. I don't know. I was just doing some math in my head. I don't know. Whatever the 3 years ago was. We started in November And the goal was, because I had never competed because we didn't know anything and we wanted to do it correctly and healthy, we started in November and the goal was to compete in June. So I started prep for that amount of time. We did the whole, what are you currently on now? Like, what are your current macros that you're using to maintain right now? And it turns out I was just eating like 1,200 calories a day and didn't even really realize it. I just started tracking things in my Fitness Pal, and it was very interesting that I basically was like eating on way under what I needed to be eating instead of eating the correct amount. And yes, I was still doing like the carb loading and I was still giving myself nutrients, but like not at all enough. So we started feeding me, I think I was on like, I want to say I was eating like 3,000 calories, 3,200 calories, something crazy. It felt like. We started that first. It was like 11 p.m. I'm like trying to get everything in, and it was just a lot for me. So moral of the story of the question, how I got into it, is that I originally just wanted to see how far my physique could, like how I could look, like what my genetic aesthetic was, like what my potential was. And then we got into it. I started really enjoying what my body was looking like and kept going. And then we got to the show and I'm like, okay, this is going to be one show and done. Like I'm just doing it to figure out if I like it and just to do and see if I can do it, just to do it. Get on stage. I had a blast. Like the moment that I stepped on stage was like, felt like I was doing like a dance competition all over again. Like I just kind of felt the spark and got into that, and the rest is history. So now 3 years later, and then I was winning. And of course, you can't stop if you feel that feeling of winning, and I liked it. So I kept going and changed coaches and all of that stuff. And so now 3 years later, here we are, and we're about to go into our 4th season next year. So that is what got me into competing. The thought of wanting to figure it out, because a lot of it is genetics, you know, like a lot of how you end up looking. Of course, it's hard work. Of course, it's dedication, grind, pushing yourself, diet, exercise, all of that. But at the end of the day, if you aren't genetically made to look like that, or you're not built, I should say, to look like that, it's going to be harder. It's going to be a harder journey for you. So I knew I had the correct physique and I had a good starting point. My parents are both fit, wanted to see kind of what our max potential could potentially be. So anywho, that was the answer to that question. And if you guys haven't noticed by now, there's no long story short when it comes to me. It's long story longer. What are your current goals? So right now, kind of how I've been alluding to is my current goal is just to try and do this off season the best that I can. The goal is still to get my pro card. The goal is still next year to go into the season and be actually undeniable, being able to have this off season with Tolga, have a full real off season, and then go into a full season with him. I'm very, very excited about that. I never had a real off season. I went 2 straight years of just back to back. And then as I was alluding to earlier, after my off season, or starting my off season last year, was just kind of, I don't want to say a joke, because it's not that I took it like a joke, but I didn't do what I should have been doing diet-wise. And so because of that, I wasn't able to really see any of the benefits of how hard I was pushing in the gym. I definitely, like, my body grows very easily, but if I can do it with the proper nutrition, proper changes that need to be made, growing, pushing, trying my best in the gym, I would really like to do that. And that's what my goal is right now. So just be the best that I can be during this off season, go into prep. I want to be able to have my physique in a place that is going to be advantageous for prep, instead of having to be like, okay, we're going to start prep. It's going to be a long walk back. You're going to have to lose like 25, 30 pounds before in that 12, 14 week, 20 week time frame. And I want to be more healthy. I want my body to be more ready and primed going into prep so that it's an easier prep. I can get leaner. I would love to be able to start or go into a show and be ready ahead of time, like not too far ahead of time so that it's, you know, you're holding that peak for too long. But if I could be a week early and then just try to get even leaner and just try to like really focus and like chisel myself down. Like I would love that. So that's my current goal right now, honestly, just to enjoy my life, get back to work, but be able to be efficient in this off season going into prep. So yeah, that's that. My personal goal right now is life is very busy at this moment in time when it comes to work. So for me, I think I've mentioned this before, but I work in IT sales. So I've been at this company for 10 years. I started in Michigan. I grew up in Michigan. I started there. I had spent 5 years at the company there, and then I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and I've been there for these last 5 years. So yeah, I've had quite a lot of time in this company, but always in Q4 in the October, November, December timeframe. Very, very busy because budgets are going to be submitted. We're planning for next year. We're doing our business reviews, our end of the year wrap up. My numbers and my quota for work is always higher at the end of the year, just because sometimes it's also like use it or lose it budget. So a lot of like projects will come in and we just don't know what will happen, but it's a lot of meetings and planning and preparing for next year. So that's like how I'm going to do next year. A lot of it is decided right now in these last 3 months because that's all the work I'm putting in. And then because it's in tech, a lot of these projects that I'm working on and the deals that I'm closing, they're not a quick turnover of like, oh, here's a product, here's buying a solution, product done. Like it's, oh, we want to do this. Okay, start this. 1 month goes by, 2 months. It's like a 3-month sales cycle, 4-month sales cycle sometimes. So like I won't reap the benefits of this project I'm starting now until potentially like February, March of next year. So it takes a little bit of time. But that just means that I'm very busy and I have a lot of meetings. Obviously, currently I'm in Las Vegas. So that is also something that I have to take into consideration. I liked being in Vegas for prep just because my coach is local here. My training partners are here. My posing coach is here. Also just the gym and the facilities that I have to train locally here in Vegas, I found were better versus Nashville. There is a great gym in Nashville, a couple great gyms in Nashville that I do like training at, especially when I'm back, but now I'll be more so in Nashville, back to work, but also traveling. I have 4 accounts and 2 of them are in Arizona. 1 is in Atlanta, Georgia, and 1 is in Nashville. So I am all over the map. So now on top of meetings remotely, I'm doing a lot of traveling and I'm going to see all of these customers. And this is all in these last 3 months. So trying to do, if I were to be like, oh, let's just take a little bit of time off and then get back into it to do like nationals in Texas at the end of the year, wouldn't happen. Wouldn't even be possible because I would suck at both things. I would not be able to have a good prep and I'd be really bad at my job because I'd have no ability to just double down on either thing. So I have to focus on work because work pays for my life and pays for bodybuilding. And if I cannot afford life, I cannot afford the hobby and the love of bodybuilding. So those are my goals. Those are the answers to the questions right now. I would love if you guys would ask me more questions. I actually really do enjoy it and would love to hear the curiosities. I know I'm fresh into the world of YouTube, so please ask me more questions. Yeah, I know that I'm fresh into the world of YouTube, but I love the interaction. I love having people reach out and just curiosities. My goal with this channel is to be able to relate and have people relate to me from a corporate person, a person that has a 9-to-5 job, trying to do the world of bodybuilding while trying to also just live, and just be a normal person at the end of the day. Person, I also own a company. I would love to talk to you guys about that as well, of how I'm juggling all of these different things while being a fur mama. Luna, you really can't have that. Okay. And the cat toy is almost deceased. Santa is almost dead. Please don't touch that. Thank you so much. Go get a different toy. Go get a toy. She's like, I wanted that one. She's probably going to try to get it. Anyway, I juggle, being a fur mama of 3, and just,
trying to be a good daughter, a good friend, a good girlfriend, a good, just person. I'm just trying out here.
So anywho, that's what I'm hoping to have you guys see in this channel. And so if you do have questions or anything like that, just please feel free to drop them below, because I would love to hear them and answer them and all of the things. So those are the questions that I have for right now. I know that wasn't a lot, but I'm a talker, so it took too long to answer one question. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna eat some muffins now and test them, and hopefully they're good. Hopefully the salt intake was proper, but thank you guys again. Please don't forget to like this video. Like I said, comment below any questions, thoughts, curiosities, whatever. Subscribe, turn on notifications, all the things, and I will catch you guys on the next video. They came out so good, and they're popping out of this thing so easily. This is dangerous how little they are. So it's more macro friendly. This is Nova. Say hi. Hi. Usually she's talkative. She's being shy. She's camera shy. Is Daddy coming down? All right. Taste test time. You're going to be on YouTube.
Amazing.
Amazing. We're all trying one. Okay, one. Do you want butter on it?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to butter it first and then give the reaction. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I think they're pretty good.
For some reason, I think it's gonna have chocolate chips in it.
I knew it. Didn't I say that? He wishes, if you didn't hear that, he wishes there was chocolate chips in it.
It's good though.
I think they're good.
But I would feel chocolate chips.
Never good enough. Whatever, I like them. Now it's your turn.